Today you're going to learn the science of side splits. Increasing range of motion as an adult is possible with fitness FAQs. You're going to increase both flexibility and strength with this video. It's time to become a side split pro. Side splits are valuable for a range of bodyweight skills. What's your current flexibility level? Beginner, intermediate, or advanced? Comment below and let's discuss our side split progress. This video is going to summarize all of the important side split facts. The side split is a posture where the legs are straddled apart. Side splits mainly stretch the adductor muscles of the inner thigh. We can do side splits passively with support or actively with strength alone. Most beginners will start with a narrow straddle. With persistence and consistency, it will be possible to lower progressively closer towards the ground. End stage side splits are a sign of mobility mastery. It's time to earn yours. Side splits are all about what's happening between the femur, aka thigh bone, and the acetabulum, aka the hip socket. Hip joints come in all shapes and sizes. The orientation of the thigh relative to the hip socket impacts our depth potential. For most people, the legs won't be perfectly sideways relative to the hips. No problem. Regardless of anatomy, a calves to floor side split is a realistic end goal for most people. Gaining deeper side splits isn't only about adductor flexibility and strength. The hip flexors and the hip abductors play a supplementary role. The muscles on the top of the thigh and the side of the hip are the antagonists, the opposing muscles. Hip flexor strength is needed for anteriorly tilting the pelvis. Hip abductor and external rotator strength is needed for actively straddling the legs apart. Collectively, these supporting muscle groups are responsible for contracting and pulling us deeper into the side splits. Using an anterior pelvic tilt is the most important aspect of side splits. By tilting the pelvis forwards, we're creating space for the femur to abduct within the hip socket. Most people who plateau are using an incorrect posterior pelvic tilt posture. This is a mistake because now the thigh will jam into the rim of the hip. In addition to arching the lower back and tilting the pelvis forwards, drive the hips back behind the ankles. This posterior weight shift once again creates further space for the femur to abduct unimpeded. Otherwise, the side splits are pretty simple. Keep a proud chest and upright torso. This reinforces the lower back, pelvis, and hip alignment, supportive for side splits. The collective group of adductor muscles insert at different points on the thigh or the knee. This means they respond uniquely to stretching and strengthening exercises. Training which includes both straight and bent leg adductor exercises is key. Doing so comprehensively targets all adductor muscles and functions at different leverages. Using both adductor and hip specific exercises are a powerful combination for progress. Results are inevitable when weak links are isolated alongside training the side split itself. Sweet, so how long does it take to unlock the side splits on the floor? The side split journey isn't an overnight process. Don't expect instant results. It's going to take around 12 to 18 months to notice significant differences in accessible side split mobility. As with all training, progress is going to be fast when starting and slow down after the beginner gains are made. Patience and consistency mean everything for side splits. We need to allow time for the adductors to adapt progressively at longer muscle lengths. We need to allow time for our tendons and ligaments around the knee and the hip to acclimate. We need to avoid rushing the process as getting injured can seriously delay our goals. Most importantly, we have to show up consistently. We need to do all of the work and adopt a long-term growth mindset. Go ahead and download Side Split Pro by Fitness FAQs. This is your step-by-step flexibility program. I'll see you legends over there.